Hello everybody, welcome back to Selling Tesla. Finally got to test out this car in snow, and mainly in the city. And it's something that I see a lot of people doing, talking about how it is outside the city. And I think that's fine. You guys gonna hear some beeping. That's mostly because I got a ton of snow right now that is on the front of the car and it's interfering with the sensors. So if you guys hear that, then that's what it is. But driving in a city in the snow, one of my biggest concerns is obviously, other drivers. It's not as much me, and it's not about what I feel like, can this car handle it? The car can handle it. But yeah, I'm gonna actually take a different route just to kind of see, we'll go down this road here, just to kind of see how everything is. But the car is just impeccable. Like the way she can stay on the road and drive is beautiful. Even under these conditions where right now this street has literally nothing, like it hasn't been cleaned obviously. So yeah, it's really interesting. The car deals with everything, no problem. The traction is amazing on this car. I am so impressed, and believe it or not, all this snow just came out of nowhere. So there's that. And there's another Tesla, way cool. Yeah, that's cool. So we're following a Tesla. So you guys get to see how the Tesla maneuvers in the snow by me being in the car and this guy being in front of us. I am very surprised, and again, the car just deals with the conditions very, very well. And I really want to kind of do this like in a bit of a traffic scenario, just to kind of really give you guys an idea of, well, it's easy to drive this car. It's really not difficult. It's straightforward. It's simple. Well, dude over there signaled, but he decided to go straight, which is actually what I want to do. So yeah, as you saw, he took off. He had no problems. And this is great because I basically have something I can show you guys right there ahead of us. It's wonderful. It's so easy. And this is a testament to how these cars are. The fact that they're heavy, it is beneficial as well. And it just has there's this confidence that the car gives me when I'm driving. Now the car ahead of us is actually a P85D. I don't know if the camera will capture that, the red one. So that's kind of cool because, well, yeah, and I love his license plates. Like the cover, it actually says SpaceX on it. Now here I've missed the snow. It hasn't really shown up here. This is the first actual snowfall we have of this winter, which is very contrast to the rest of the country, but it's wonderful. It's really nice to see the snow. I personally love snow. I cannot stand rain, but I love snow. So this is a very my first actual chance to test it out in this environment. I did make my Tesla on an icy surface, and I made that video. I believe that's actually my #1 viewed video. And that was great because I went up to the mountains and it was really slick. It was all this stuff. We tried out the car there, but frankly, in a urban environment like this, I think it's a better test because you get to see how you're reacting to the other cars too. That was a very controlled environment on my previous video. Here, you can only control so many things because people are people. You never know what people are gonna do. I don't know if it's gonna snow here again, so I might as well make it now just in case, and really give you guys a little bit of a different perspective because these cars really do some amazing things. I cannot tell you how wonderful it is to be in a car where I actually feel good. I feel like I'm confident in the car's ability. I'm confident in my abilities, but that's not always up to me, right? But the car, she's dealing with this like a pro, no problem. I did not record earlier footage. I kind of wish I did. There's a few spots where I kind of had to slam on the brakes pretty hard. It was really easy to come to a stop. Now I hear a lot of people talking about Tesla in the wintertime conditions, the battery degradation, all this stuff. In all fairness, it's been around -7 degrees Celsius here on average. At least, well, not on average, but it's been around there for the last little bit. I did not see any degradation in the battery. In fact, I really didn't see much of a difference, except maybe the fact that I was using more of the heat, I guess. Yeah, so I just kept the cabin warm. That's about it. So I haven't really lost much in terms of in terms of a battery. One of the things I'm seeing right now is a lot of where I live here in Vancouver, the roads are not exactly, you know, nice and level and straight. Here we do have quite slanted roads and uphills and downhills. And the car doesn't seem to have a problem with dealing with that. I should eventually change my tires. I am using all seasons, but they are not, you know, it's coming to that close to the end of its life right now. So I should be changing it soon. I figured I'll change it as soon as summer comes, but I may have to change it sooner if the snow is going to keep up here. Other than that, even with the current tires, this car is just dealing with everything, you know, perfectly. I have zero complaints, and yeah, I'm surprised by it. I really am. So far, no complaints on my side. The biggest thing that's interesting about having a electric car is especially the front end. See, there's no heat, you know, from an engine. The hood does actually accumulate quite a bit of snow and ice and debris like this because there's nothing to melt it away. So once in a while I do find it that it's, you know, it just breezes over the windscreen, which is quite unique. It's different. It's quite enjoyable actually. I like the way it looks. Now you hear a lot of things about Teslas and electric vehicles in general, and the truth is I can't talk for the other electric vehicles. I cannot talk for anything beyond what I have. And with this car, I think Tesla has done whatever they're doing, the way the car stops and the way she takes off and the way it's controlled, the traction system is absolutely insane. I love that it doesn't let me go sideways even if I give it a little bit more. And the car, it seems like they only allow me to deliver the power that's in ratio to how the road is, I guess. I think that's the best way I can explain it. So even in a situation like this, as we're going here, one of the normal problems that most cars have is definitely, you know, going around the bend and then having it, you know, having the back spin out. We are lucky here. We're coming up on the road right now, which obviously is more slush. It's been cleaned off a little bit better. But I'll try and go off to another road here where I'm pretty sure it hasn't been cleaned and just kind of go through the process, because for me, this is a very, very good indicator of what the car can do. And again, in an urban environment, I find that it's very, very responsive to what I need and to what I'm asking the car to do. One of the things I've been told is that, well, you bought the car, obviously you're a fanboy, so you're gonna talk up the car. I never do that. Frankly, I tell you guys what it is. And this car, so far, with everything, ever since I own this car, it has really outdone itself more times than I can count. And this is one of those situations. You know, driving down these roads, the fact that I have no worries about, you know, how the car is going to respond to anything says a lot about a manufacturer. And you know, if you're a fanboy or you want to call somebody a fanboy, especially when it comes to these cars, yes, I am a Tesla fanboy, but I'm also a Tesla shareholder. I think we all want a vehicle that is reliable. We all look for that car that can give us, you know, a sense of comfort and a sense of safety. We already know Teslas are one of the safest vehicles on this planet, and that's great. I love it. But at the same note, I wanted to see, hey, that's not a Tesla right there. I wanted to not just listen to somebody saying this, not just listening to Tesla saying this, or, you know, another YouTuber. I wanted to experience this for myself. And right now, as we're going here, this is slow speeds. But if I was to floor this right now, there you go. You see, that just kept it nice and straight. Nothing. It didn't sway from side to side. That says a lot. That's very slippery. So once again, we'll do it quick, right? Look at that. And no problems. Again, this is the kind of stuff that says a lot because, well, you need the car to cooperate. You need the car to work with you, not against you. I'd like to bring your attention to the road I'm going on right now. So this road goes downhill. This is actually a pretty big downhill. And going downhill in a car, especially you know, in these kind of conditions, is actually risky because, you know, you can slide, you can easily slip, and if you start slipping, there's not much of a chance for you to recover. So as you guys can see from the horizon, this is disappearing. In fact, if you look at the sign over there, it says, you know, it's a steep hill, and it is a steep hill. So we're gonna go down this hill and see how it works out. I don't expect any problems, mainly because the traction control is great. One of the other benefits to this car is I think the regen braking, because the regen braking is not braking hard, so that's not, you're not using the brakes to the actual brakes to brake here. You're using the engine, right, the motor. So as the motor is going in reverse, you are essentially slowing the car down. And again, this is a very, very steep hill. So it's amazing to me that so far the car is doing good. And if I want to come to a stop, as a matter of fact, you see the car slowing down, and it's not me slowing down, it's just the regen, the way it's dealing with everything right now. So yeah, I'm actually very, very surprised how well this is handling it. What we'll do is we'll probably go right over here, and we'll go up the other side, and that's got a pretty steep hill going up. I'm surprised how well he took that turn, actually. So this is quite interesting to me. I mean, it's beautiful, but wow. I mean, there's nothing been cleaned on this side. Hopefully something's been cleaned up on the where we're going right now. There we go. Let's go up here. So we're gonna go, that's a very steep hill. Wow. And I'm not sensing any slippage. There's nothing. It feels so natural. The car's just going. Wow. I was gonna say let's accelerate up this hill, but there is a stop sign. So that's probably not a good idea. All right, so let's come to a stop. And traction control clicks in just right. I want to see how slowly you can take off. Wow. So this again is a very, very steep hill. I really don't have a way of showing you guys how steep this is right now, but it's ridiculous how steep it is, and it's going up. It's got no issues. If we floor it a little bit, yeah, she's just gonna go. Wow. I am totally surprised. I already knew that this is great, but I'm surprised how well he made it up this hill and this is not being cleaned, as you guys can see. So with all that said, I'm gonna say thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section below, and I will do my best to answer those questions. With that said, drive safe out there, especially if you have snow. Till the next video, goodbye.